Hello, grade 8. How are you today? I hope you all are safe and well. We studied before about diseases, and we talked about infectious diseases, also about worms, and how can we protect ourselves from them or avoid them. And we talked about the serious problems that can be caused because of these diseases, and we said infectious diseases damage the health, slow the growth of persons, and also disrupt the students' education. Today we will study, or we will talk about the defense against diseases. How can our bodies defense against diseases? So all the organisms, they have defense mechanism or defense system inside the body. We call it immune system. So we have many things to protect us, inside the blood or outside, like the skin. So to know more about this, please open your books on page 150 and grab your highlighter and follow me. So, defense against diseases, pathogens. So what are the pathogens? It's hard to avoid microorganisms. You breathe them in, swallow them in your food, and drink and pick them up when you touch things. So we have many organisms, thousands of organisms, microorganisms around us all the time. So when we touch anything dirty or clean, even if it's clean, it's not 100% clean. It must be a bacteria on it. Okay, and we can sometimes eat them, drink something not clean or polluted. So how can our body defend itself? It's impossible for us. Every time we are touching anything or eat or something, we are getting sick. So that means we don't have any defense mechanism inside us, or any defense system inside us. So the harmful microorganisms, we are calling them pathogens. So we have microorganisms, we have useful, and we have harmful. The harmful one, we call them pathogens. They cause infectious diseases that you can infect someone with them. One of the biggest threats of human health is untreated sewage. You know, like the residual from people, from animals. This is called sewage that goes underground. This is a mixture of dirty water and human feces. In modern cities, water is piped to homes and sewage is taken away. But in other places, bacteria from feces can get into drinking water. From dirty hands or soil, this can spread diarrhea, typhoid, and cholera to thousands of other people. So look at this picture here. Kids are filling water to drink, okay, and this water is polluted. This water is dirty, full of harmful microorganisms or pathogens. If these pathogens got into the drinking water or into the food, this can cause diarrhea or can cause typhoid, which is poisonous caused by bacteria, or cholera. So how can the body defend itself from, or protect itself from these pathogens? Keeping pathogens out. Your skin keeps most pathogens out. Gaps in the skin have extra defenses. We have like hairs in our skin or sweat. This can be a very protective way against diseases or bacteria, viruses, parasites, anything. Stomach acid keeps most microbes out of your alimentary canal, and mucus traps most of pathogens you breathe in. We studied before about the alimentary canal, and we said in our stomach we have hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric acid is too acidic that anything gets in will be destroyed. And also we talked about the lungs and the lung diseases or lung damage, and we studied the structure of the lungs, and we said we have cells that make mucus. These cells that make mucus traps most of the pathogens that we are breathing. So if we are breathing in polluted air, these bacteria or these pathogens, if they got inside, they will be trapped in this mucus. The problem is when mosquitoes or any insects inject pathogens inside our blood. So mosquito could be an insect or organism that transfer diseases. So mosquitoes get around these defense by injecting pathogens straight through your skin into your blood. One of these pathogens or one of these example of malaria. We all heard about malaria disease that carried by a mosquito, and this mosquito can inject this parasite immediately inside our blood. Dengue, yellow fever, and malaria are all caught from mosquitoes. So we don't get them by or we don't cut them by air or by water or by eating or drinking. No, we are getting them, or we are getting them by mosquitoes, injection of this pathogen inside the blood directly. When this mosquito is sucking blood from infected person, they will get these microorganisms inside their body, and when they inject healthy one or uninfected person, they will transfer it through the saliva. Okay, after all this, if we got these diseases, how can our body destroy these invaders? Destroying invaders. If pathogens do invade your tissues, your immune system can usually destroy them. This immune system is the defense system that protect or kill any microorganism, harmful microorganism that get inside us. If it uses several types of white blood cells to do this. When we studied about blood and the components of the blood, we talked about red blood cells, and we said the function that carry oxygen, and we also talked about the white blood cells, which is WBCs, and we said the function of this the function of these cells are defending the body. So this immune system has several types of defending mechanisms, one of them using white blood cells. So some of these white blood cells type can detect pathogens and destroy them immediately. When they if they got inside the body, they can detect where they are and they can go to destroy them immediately. They are phagocytes. We call them phagocytes that eat. Phagocytes means like eating eating cells. Okay, this one is surrounding the bacteria. They are talking about this picture. These pink threads are bacteria, and this is the phagocyte. So here it's surrounding, as you can see here, it's surrounding the bacteria with its cytoplasm, because it's a cell. It contains cytoplasm, or it's composed from cytoplasm, so it will pull them in and digest them. That means eat them. Eventually, these white cells die. The green pus that oozes from wounds is full of their broken down cells. Sometimes if we got a wound or infection in any place and we got infected area, we can see like something green or yellow is coming out, oozes from the wound. This could be full of broken down cells and dead bacteria. Another way of defending the body with a mechanism of antibodies, creating antibodies. Anti means against, okay? Bodies against the pathogen. So if phagocytes can't deal with infection, other white cells come to your defense. They make antibodies. So here the white blood cells, they will make these antibodies. These are bodies that, or proteins that comes against the pathogen. So these Y-shaped proteins circulate in your blood until they find a pathogen. Here they are talking about the Y-shaped proteins. These are proteins that are circulating with the blood. You can see here, like, we have blood cells here. This is the blood. So they are moving around the blood all the time, or circulating into the blood all the time, to detect the place of the and find these pathogens and kill them. Then they stick to it. Some antibodies destroy pathogens themselves. So here, when they find the pathogen, they can destroy them. They can stick on them or to them and destroy them, or they can help white blood cells locate and destroy the pathogens, like the phagocytes. They can guide other white blood cells to the way of the pathogen and to destroy them. It takes time to produce antibodies, so pathogens can make you feel ill for a few days before your immune system destroys them. So sometimes we are feeling tired if we caught cold, okay, and we can feel like we have fever or something. This fever means your body is fighting, your immune system is fighting, and there is like a fight inside your body. And the defense system or the immune system is trying to fight against these pathogens to keep you healthy. So that's why you are feeling tired or ill or a fever. So that means your immune system is working. So if we looked at this diagram, this can make the previous explanation more clear. So here we get the infection by any pathogen. We will feel ill for 2 days at least. Then the antibodies will start to work and destroy the pathogens. Then here after 10 days we will feel better, and then we can feel like normal in our conditions. We will just continue to be better. Some microorganisms evade your immune system. Malaria, protozoa, and chlamydia bacteria hide inside human cells. That makes them hard to destroy. Other pathogens can prevent antibodies from recognizing them. They change the outside of their cells or disguise themselves by wrapping themselves in human proteins. So here, some of these microorganisms can attack the immune system. So we have like the malaria, they can get into the blood, and they can attack the immune system. And also, some of these can make the body hard or the immune system hard to detect or to destroy. So they can prevent antibodies from identify or recognize them, or to detect their locations, or to track them, or they can change the outside of their cells, or like they can hide themselves. The disguise, that means like they hide themselves or change themselves to not to be recognized. So sometimes they can wrap themselves in humans' proteins, so they can hide in the human proteins. So the defense system or the immune system cannot detect them. One of the serious diseases, or the most dangerous diseases, called AIDS, AIDS. It's a short for acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Some white blood cells can be displaced by viruses. This one is dying here. This is white blood cells is dying. HIV virus infected it. HIV is a short form for human immunodeficiency viruses. That means any virus can attack and destroy the immune system. So one of these are AIDS. So HIV viruses infected the white blood cells. They turned it into a virus-making factory. Now the new red virus particles are escaping. They will circulate in their victim's blood until they find another cell like this to destroy. So the virus is attacking the first it will disguise, or it will change the outside of the cells, it will hide, then it will attack white blood cells and destroy it. Then it will escape and first turn to the cell to virus making factory. That means make the cells or order the cells to make more viruses inside the body, and then they will escape to circulate to the blood until they find another white blood cells to invade and to destroy. In this case, they will decrease the number of white blood cells. That means the immune system is failing. After many years, HIV can weaken a victim's immune system. So if the immune system is very weak, what this can cause to the person? This can cause serious problems to the victim, like any simple or weak bacteria can affect, or any virus can affect the body easily. Then the diseases turns into AIDS, which is acquired immune deficiency syndrome. That means your immune system is not able to defend your body anymore. AIDS makes it harder to fight off other pathogens, especially the ones that cause pneumonia and TB. We studied TB before and like previously, and we said it's a short form for tuberculosis, or pneumonia, which is the inflammation of the chest. These are very serious diseases, can affect the body if they have AIDS, and they can even kill the person. So now let's go to the summary of the lesson. Defense against disease. Your skin keeps most microbes out. Harmful microorganisms are called pathogens. Pathogens that invade your body are attacked by white blood cells. Some white blood cells make antibodies to help destroy pathogens. So this was all about defense against disease. I hope you understood the lesson. Don't forget to write these notes in your notebooks. And if you have any question, write it down, and don't forget the yellow box. I hope to see you soon, and we will meet in a new lesson. Bye bye.